सूर्यो भाति न चन्द्रतारकं नीमा विद्युतो भान्ति कुतोऽयमग्निः तमेव भान्तमनुभाति सर्वं तस्य भासा सर्वमिदं विभाति। ओम बोल श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। ओम नारायण। ओम नमः शिवाय। ओम नमो नारायण। Yes, respected friends, welcome you all. Congratulations for being so regular. Let it continue. Let the grace is invoked for this to continue. Lokasevaka, Dharmastapaka, Viragi, Bhakta, Shishya, Mumukshu, Jignasu, Shrota, Sadhaka, Parishrami, Prerita, Prashanta Gambhira, and Sanskrita Bhasha, Jnata with Vyakarana. These are the minimum Vyaktitwas, individualities, which we have to focus on to go on developing. So we are occupied with something solid and substantial. Good that we have all 6 sources intact available to guide us, bless us. They are the Shrutis, they are the Gurus, they are the Devatas, and that is the Jagannatha and our Ishta Devata Ishwara, so too the Parabrahma Tattva. Let us be matured day by day to know as to how to tune to them, how to be blessed by them. Friends, wonderful. Shwethashwathara Upanishad, ninth mantra we could do yesterday. Today we will do the 10th mantra, the discussion about the Aja, the Maya or the Prakriti, and the Ishvara and the substratum. Our focus always should be on the substratum only. All other detailed explanations are to answer to the questions we ask after our anubhava of this world. We have to ask the question, we have to get the clarity regarding all these what we are having anubhava. As an explanation to that, all the Maya, the Prakriti, the Trigunas, the Srishtivada, every one of them are spoken for that purpose, but none of them are the ultimate purposes. The ultimate purpose is the vision of the truth, vision of the reality only. May this clarity come to us more and more day by day as we are studying the Shastras. Let us see how today Shwethashwathara Rishi guides us. Before that, our Sankalpa Prarthana, and before that, what is there for us for our today's common sense thought. In our today's common sense thought is कि life of all beings, especially the human, let us talk about craving for always the aswadana. The aswadana, let us call it as a rasaswadana. Ananda rasaswadana, sukha rasa aswadana. So, these rasa aswadanas are 3 types. Among them, 2 are binding, therefore, we have to try to avoid them. One is elevating and the real and beautiful one. We have to seek that. But this understanding we have to have intellectually that here also there is rasa, here also there is rasa, but this rasa is binding. This rasa is liberating. So I will not go for this, even though there is rasa in it. I will go for only this. In this way, intellectually we have to understand and accept. For that only, the Shastras only can help us, guide us. But having heard Shastras, having observed our own lives, we only have to come to clear decision, clear understanding about this is not correct, therefore this I don't want, therefore this I reject. And this is correct, therefore I want it and I seek it. That main point of knowing and seeking is what we are trying to do through the Shastras. Once the knowing is authentic, pakka, and seeking is also 100%, that alone I seek. Thereafter, necessarily we will fall, we will do all sadhanas and things fall in right place. If today our sadhanas are not perfectly done, it is because of non acceptance and non conviction, because of our non thinking. Data is given, use it and think. The experience data also is there, use it and think and see which rasa swadhana is better. Then keep on getting habituated to this rasa swadhana. That is what is Purushartha with which we save ourselves from downfall. So, one rasa swadhana, let us say, is of the Nidra rasa swadhana. There is aswadhana, rasa aswadhana in Nidra also. But that is tamoguni and it never helps us to evolve. That is why nobody, when he sleeps excessive, feels self congratulating. A good sleep, everybody loves it. But only sleep, 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 if nobody justifies it. If yes, then everybody should sleep only. जब हम ज़्यादा सोते हैं तो खाने की भी ज़्यादा ज़रूरत नहीं होती है, सारा नौकरी वगैरह करने का भी ज़रूरत नहीं होता है. So go and sleeping. Buffalo sleep. So that Nidra rasa is a tamoguni rasa. Yes, there is rasa, but then not encourageable, not accessible, acceptable on the path of evolution. In the same way, there is the Vishaya rasa in this Jagat with the Shabda Sparsha Rupa Rasa Gandha. That is little higher than the Nidra rasa, but that is Rajogunatmaka. In that also, there is no feeling of self congratulation. That also covers our mind with delusion. And we get not elated but enslaved by that. So, these shortcomings in it we have to discover for ourselves. If in Nidra Rasa, if the Samaya is wasted, in the Vishaya Rasa, all the energies etc. are wasted, the resources are wasted. We have to realize that. Then we must discover that there is rasa only in the Adhyatmikata. Adhyatmika rasa aswadana and acknowledging that rasa with the intellection, knowing that it is good, it is helping, it is beautiful, it is giving me self confidence. In this way, this Adhyatmika rasa from the heart we have to appreciate. We have to appreciate. It is the duty. Then only we go for it. Just like our intellect itself is in its lower information appreciating the Nidra rasa, Vishaya rasa. Therefore, it is seeking only that. In the same way, in our own interest, we have to see that we are convinced about the rasa swadhana in the Adhyatmikata. In fact, in the Nidradi rasa, in the Vishayadi rasa also, the Ananda rasa swadhana comes from the Adhyatmika Atmavastu only. As we have seen in our Taittiriya, Raso Vaisaha, Paramatma is Rasa Swarupa, is Ananda Swarupa. He alone is Rasa and Ananda Swarupa. From him only all the Ananda Rasas of all beings from all sources are coming in small, small quantities. We have heard this topic many times in many texts. Taittiriya Upanishad very elaborately told us the Ananda Mimamsa starting from Manushya, Manushya Gandharva, Deva Gandharva ityadi. But all of them are a part of the Brahmananda. It is not said comparatively that Brahmananda itna zyada hai, ye sare Anand itna chote hai. No, these are all a little part of the total Anand. They are all part of it only. They are not independent of it. They are from that Brahmananda only. Those who have got the Anubhuti, they told. And we too are getting the Adhyatmika Rasa, but we have to acknowledge it. We have to recognize it. We have to value it. We have to respect it. We should seek to enhance it and continue it. That intellection is the maturity. नहीं तो क्या होगा? Again the mind intellect जुगलबंदी give prominence importance to the Vishaya Rasa and Nidra Rasa only. We become victimized. So it is one's own self effort to realize the rasa aswadana that is coming in Adhyatmikata, and we have to respect it, value it, because it is respectful, it is dignified, it is valuable. More beautiful it is than these things. Even this also rasa, but that is tamogunatmak, rajogunatmak. But ये सारा सात्विक रसा आस्वादन. यहाँ हमारा पुरुषार्थ को पहचानना है. Today's topic's main basic point is this. We have to do our purushartha to recognize and value, acknowledge the rasa of satvikata to be more valuable, greater than the other two rasa. From that comes that I want only this rasa aswada, satvika. Then only the other two which give rasa but always bind us, we can come out of it. Isn't it? And the enemy in the mind, again the vasanas, which are habituated to the other two rasas, they try to, like a party when it loses the elections, when it stands in opposition. The two reasons for which they always fight with the ruling party. One thing is that they lost the power anyway. That grudges are there. Second is what? When they were in power, whatever the Ghotala scams they used to do, for that there is no opportunity now. Therefore, they go on poking the ruling government, somehow or the other trouble them, disturb them, demoralize them, deactivate them, pull them down, prove them to be wrong. They keep on doing. And in the world, no work is perfect. Therefore, anything is done, there is some other side of it. And with one's vak chaturya, that negative side can be projected more. That's what has happened, no? Why he lost in Uttar Pradesh, why he lost in some of those places, इसी कारण से अपोजिशन वाले हमेशा वो करते हैं. Isn't it? It is like that. Very funny it is. In the same way, the habitual tamoguna, rajoguna oriented mana buddhi tries to again and again repeatedly put in front of us or advertise to us that come for this rajo tamogunatmaka rasa aswadan. It's a purushartha. It is our own effort. Nobody can do it for us. It is we who have to involve in Satvika Rasa Aswadana, enjoy it, and say that it is great, and say that only this I want. Till this becomes habitual and this goes away. And again, never giving chance to this Rajotamo Aswadana full time. हो गया बस उसके लिए वैल्यू ही नहीं देना. Just like you do morning, this 1.5 hour time, you have decided to give the time for this Satvika Rasaswadana of the Shastra Shravan. This time, other Rasaswadana of the Nidra and other, you will not value. So that is an achievement. After this class, that's again we don't know. But this and evening, whatever the class you are attending, and the other sadhanas you are doing in the house, at that time, by our choice only we have given time for the Satvikata. Our choice. Who compelled us? Who can compel? That is why giving up this Satvika, we can go again to Tamo Rajoguna by our own choice. Or even the other Rajo Tamoguna Rasasvadanas which we are doing during the other time, that also we can convert into Satvika Rasasvada. It is our Purusharth. Nobody else can do it. That is why we are saying, recognizing the glory of this Satvika Rasasvadana, we have to vote for it. We have to value for it. Otherwise, who will recognize, who will value, who will practice other than us, for us in our life? Nobody else is there. No? मेरी जिंदगी का मैं ही रेस्पॉन्सिबल हूँ, मैं ही मालिक हूँ, मुझे ही इसका सात्विक रसास्वादन का पहचानना है और इसी को वोट देना है, वैल्यू करना है. For that only the glory of this Satvikata is being explained to us in Vedanta directly through logic and all, in the Bhakti Shastras through various Katha ityadi. We have to go through all of them and we have to, for ourselves, decide that Satvika Rasa Aswadana is Uttama, let me go for it. है कि नहीं? लाइक अब दूध पीना है या कॉफी चाय पीना है या दारू पीना है, तीनों अवेलेबल है, सात्विक राजसिक तामसिक. Now, finding the taste in them is our choice. If somebody found taste in only the drinks, it is his choice. अब आप लोग लाख कोशिश करो, he will not change. He has to change from within, not because of you tell, though you keep on telling. Same way, the one who found taste in the milk, are they not people? They are there. And tell them, yeah, दूध क्या पीते, छोड़ चलो दारू पीते. He won't change. He says, no, I'm happy with it. I don't want to go into those things. उन्होंने अपना निर्णय बनाया. Isn't it? So we ourselves in our whole day schedule, to which Rasaswadana we are voting, we are canvassing, we are giving more time and energy. That determines our spiritual or non-spiritual inclination or effort or evolution. देख लो. So let us try for the Satvika Rasa Aswadana more. So in that, every one of them, everyone, now we'll give only list of 4 or 5 things. बाकी आप ऐड कर लो, है ना? Like Shastra Shravana Rasaswadana. It is to the ears and the buddhi. And through the Shastra Shravana, Shastra Jnana Prapti Rasaswadana. It's a great rasa having gained that knowledge. And that jnana, if it is about the tattva, that tattva jnana I got intellectual. Rasa aswadana is so beautiful. That is, the Brahman alone is reality. And the obtaining of the Brahman is moksha. This jnanam when becomes drudha, that rasa aswadana of that jnanam is most tasty, sweet and profound. We have to gain that one. The other jnana rasa is again, I have realized that other than Brahman, everything is mithya. That also is a jnanam, no? See the relaxation we get in our heart. The rasa aswadana comes when we realize everything is either mithya or binding. Because now our undue efforts, futile efforts for all these nonsense things get reduced. In fact, in us, the jiva, in his seeking for the worldly pleasures, he is suffering inside, struggling inside. He wants to go inside only to seek the eternal rasa aswadana. बट समहाउ उनको एंकरेजमेंट नहीं मिल रहा है अंदर के जीव को. अब वो जीव खुश हो जाता है जब द आउटर वर्ल्ड इज ओनली मिथ्या, इट इज अ गिवर ऑफ दुख एंड बाइंडिंग, therefore I don't want that. This jnanam is a rasaswada that we have to gain. I am now free person. Then no, the 10 people are indulging all those objects and they are getting that Vishaya Rasananda. And you are amidst them, seated there. All those things are freely available to you. But you are rejecting them and enjoying that Rasaswada. And they are doing the Bhoga Rasaswada, you are doing the Bhoga Tyaga Rasaswada. This is permanent. Bhoga Rasa will not come to you all the time. And it may not be of your choice. So you get disappointed if you seek that. But Bhoga Tyaga Rasa, it is, you are a master of it. You will be happy anywhere, whether things there are not there. The त्याग का रस को हमें अनुभव करना है. Example. So, the Shastra study rasa, Shastra Jnana rasa, Shastra Jnana Smarana rasa, in that Tattva Jnana rasa and the Atattva Jnana rasa, इसमें हमको रेवल करना है. Beautiful. Then, to realize that Atmanubhuti, which is the ultimate Brahma rasa, Atma rasa, whatever sadhanas, obviously we have to do. In every one of them, we have to discover the taste in it. Remember, en route to discovering the taste, the other tastes which we are going through from millions of lives, called as vasanas, they go on tempting, they go on calling, they are go on inviting. है ना, बिकॉज उसका आदत है, अभी पूरा छूट नहीं गया ना. लाइक इन योर हाउस, योर ओन स्पाउस, at the time of breakfast, 3 minutes if you are late, they invite you, they call you, they shout, क्या हुआ अभी आए नहीं? Because उसका आदत हुआ उस समय नाश्ता करने. In the same way, you are habituated to come to the class. So 4-5 minutes if you are late, your people at home say only, if you are their children or anybody, mother or father, वो कहते हैं ये आपके क्लास का टाइम हुआ, नहीं जा रहे हो? क्या हो गया आपको आज? स्वामी जी ने छुट्टी दी क्या? सो दे पुश यू, बिकॉज़ उनका आदत हो गया ना कि आप हर दिन यहाँ आ जाते हो, दे फील द फ्रीडम. सो जो आदत होता है वो पुकारता रहता है. अच्छी आदतें हमारे को बनानी है. रसास्वाद, everywhere. Like there is a kama rasa, raga dvesha rasa. In the same way, nishkama rasa, vairagya rasa. That taste we have to find it. We have to get habituated to it. As we gave you the example of the milk or the tea, coffee or the other drinks. Tamasic, Rasic, Sattvic. Okay, in the same way, our Karma Yoga Rasa, where we are doing our duties selflessly. वो लोग जिन्होंने उसमें रस पाया, they are doing it, enjoying it, and they are discovering the Antakarana Shuddhi because of that. Those who are not able to do it, they are karma bhoga rasa. They are doing only those karmas which give the phala. For the sake of phala only, they do karma. So the phala sometimes come, doesn't come. Therefore, they are more miserable than the rasaswade. Because वो तो आपके हाथ में नहीं है. कर्म करने में हमारा अधिकार है, फल में नहीं है ना. कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन. People are enjoying karma yoga. So that clicked to them. What way they adopted is their choice. But that is noble. Like how it clicked to you to be coming to class regularly. You don't know. But that is so beautiful. That every day we are touching the truth through study of Shastra. मजा है कि नहीं? In the same way, in our that 40-30 minutes of upasana rasa we have to enjoy. To my Ishta Devata, I am doing all these upasanas. It is so beautiful. Remember, toward the end, all these are given up, rather transcended. Because these two are lower compared to the Brahmananda rasa. We know it very clearly. But for us to travel step by step from where we are, these intermediate also aswadanas are required. Go through them to avoid the tamo rajo aswadana and to be qualified for the Shuddha Sattva Paramatmanasa aswadana. To be qualified for that. So our own upasana rasa, our own japa adi sadhana rasa. That 20-30 minutes I do japa. So beautiful. So to our stotra parayana rasa, bhajana rasa, that kirtana rasa. How beautiful they are all. Every day or twice a week, going to the temple, that rasa. Listening to Purana Katha Rasaswadana. Nahi? Evening that 10-12 minutes which we spent 15 minutes in that Skanda Purana, Venkatachala Mahatmya. How many stories. How beautiful yesterday the description of Bhagavan. Oh, Bhapre, such a highest thing. भगवान मेरे को ना एक एक चीज का थोड़ा रसास्वादन देकर बाद में उसको एलॉबरेटली करने को कह रहे. मैं ऑब्जर्व कर रहा हूँ. दो वी आर डूइंग पारायण बट प्रॉपर सत्संग एंड अध्ययन ऑन दोस टेक्स्ट इज सो ग्रेट. And today we will be concluding that Bhumi Varaha Khanda of the Vaishnava Khanda of this Sankshipta Skanda Purana. Tomorrow another Utkala Khanda starts. Again from भूमि वराह खंड वैष्णव खंड ओनली है ना. द्राविड़ उत्कल वंगा उत्कल खंड. अभी क्या था? वेंकटाचल खंड. उससे पहले अरुणाचलेश्वर पर्वत का हमने महिमा देखा. And they're all facts, they're all true, they're all elevating us, inspiring us, telling us, यार ऐसा कर फिर भक्ति, you will also have भगवत दर्शन. Yesterday the Agastya ji's तपस्या कि इतना कर रहा हूं मैं, मुझे भगवान का दर्शन नहीं हो रहा है. Then the Akashvani comes and tells him, go and do tapasya at Venkatachala Parvata. Already the Raja Shankha is doing there. अब जाओ आप उनके साथ मिलके करो. And they were doing it, and that beautiful form of Paramatma has come. Today we will see that stuti done by all those. And then the beauty was when that Shankadhvani is done by Bhagwan after his arrival, all the Vasishtha, the Rishi, Brahma, the Devatas, everyone come to the Venkatachalam Kshetra. That's why it's called Kali Yuga Daivam, Pratyaksha Daivam. Now when you listen all of them, see that Rasasvadana, Katha Rasasvadana, Bhakti Rasasvadana, Tirthayatra Rasasvadana. They're all Sattvika. Right? Like Anushtana Rasasvadana. In that Anushtana, all these Parayana Anushtana, we are doing evening, no? That Adishankara Bhasha Yukta Parayana. It's a great Rasasvadana. And no Rasasvadana is just like that. Even to go to Nidra, you have to make your bed proper. You have to put on the fan, AC correctly. Even you have to have the Vishaya Rasasvadana. You have to have that proper food with right taste. No Rasasvadana happens without effort and preparation. So these things also are efforts. But there is a Rasasvadana. The Parayana Rasasvadana, the Stotra Rasasvadana, Katha Rasasvadana, Tirthayatra Rasasvadana, and a Guru Seva Rasasvadana. Beautiful, isn't it? Guru Upasana Rasasvadana, Shastra Adhyayana Rasasvadana, daily. इनमें का रस को हमें पहचानना है. उसको हमें वोट करना है, वैल्यू करना है. We should not be misguided. Like it's always in Tamil Nadu, Kerala. Somehow, all people appear to be Hindus and Bhaktas. But when it comes to election, what pulls them we don't know. कि ऐसे लोगों को करते वोटिंग जो एक्चुअली खिलाफ है हिंदुइज्म के. विचित्र है. इट इज व्हाट पुल्स देम वी डोंट नो. फॉर ऑल द टाइम दे वोट. इवन कर्नाटका, इवन तेलंगाना, ये थर्ड क्लास फोर्थिंग प्लेसेस में दे सो ग्रेट भक्ता सनातन हिंदूस. गड़बड़ हो जाता है. व्हाट इज दैट वन हैज टू डिस्कवर एंड ट्रीट इट देयर. इन द सेम वे वी हैव टू बी वेरी कॉन्शियस. दैट इज अ पुरुषार्थ. बीइंग कॉन्शियस and avoiding voting to the lower rasaswadana, being conscious and voting to the higher rasaswadana. है ना. होटल में जाके खाने का रस, घर में बना के खाने का रसास्वाद. Isn't it? In the same way, घर में ही बनाया लेकिन without offering to the Lord, that is one rasa. Offer to the Lord, it becomes prasada, that is another rasaswadana. So to sadguna rasaswadana, है ना. Like adveshta sarvabhutana maitra karuna, the values ka rasaswadana. Just like the dushta krura people have the krodha rasaswadana, and humiliating others, that rasaswadana. The sadists, all the terrorists वो ऐसे ही है. उनको दूसरों को मारने में रसास्वादन होता है. These other religious people, in destroying Hinduism, they get रसास्वादन. They are bent upon that. अब एक इंडिया बचा है हिंदूस का, वो भी डिक्लेयर्ड नहीं है, इज सेक्युलर. दे वांट टू डिस्ट्रॉय दिस आल्सो. दुष्ट रसास्वादनास दे हैव. दैट वी हैव टू अवॉइड. तो 10-12 रसास्वादनास वी saw today. शास्त्र श्रवण अध्ययन रसास्वादना, शास्त्र ज्ञान प्राप्ति रसास्वादना. इन दैट आल्सो तत्व ज्ञान एंड अबाउट एवरीथिंग एल्स एज दे आर मिथ्या ज्ञान. Then our karma yoga rasaswadana, upasana yoga rasaswadana, then japa rasaswadana, manana chittana rasaswadana, dhyana rasaswadana, tirthayatra rasaswadana, guru seva rasaswadana. Then what do you call the rasaswadana of the value oriented jivanam? They are all beautiful. प्रकृति आराधना रसास्वादन, सकल जीव सेवा रूपी रसास्वादन. इन सब में सात्विक रस होता है, ब्यूटीफुल होता है. एंड पर्सनली द तपस्या वाला रसास्वादन, उपवास आदि रसास्वादन, है ना. लाइक स्टमक फिल्ड बिकॉज ऑफ द टेस्ट ऑफ द टंग. तो टंग का रसास्वादन मिला, लेकिन द स्टमक इज सो हेवी, ऑलवेज दुखी. If that control of the tongue is done, stomach is kept empty. That joy of empty stomach is so great. You have to discover it. Empty stomach or less filled stomach, so to say, lighter stomach. And when the very heavy oily stuff is eaten, taste को अच्छा होता है, but how difficult for the whole digestive system to suffer inside. And that's how the nidra आ जाती है, restlessness होता है, so many other diseases come, abnormalities come. Now imagine just Shuddha Sattvic Ahar. No heavy stuff is eaten. Whole the inner digestive system is loved, and we have kindness and compassion to it by not torturing it with heavy food. What a rasaswadana it is. So too some yoga, some pranayama, some surya namaskar. Body is kept healthy. आरोग्य रसास्वादन मजेदार है ना. So too, by removing from our schedule all these mind boggling and mind destroying entertaining programs, throw them away. Those thoughts never come. Mind is shant. That manashanti rasa swadhana is any day nobler than the ashanti created because of some temporary pleasure of watching that serial or movie for some time. वो देखने के टाइम अच्छा रहता है, वो रसास्वाद। बाद में ऑल दोज थॉट्स गो ऑन कमिंग, दे डिस्टर्ब आवर माइंड, द डिस्टर्बेंस होता है, यू कैनॉट फोकस on the work in hand. In the same way, the seva rasaswada. You know, seva, Guru seva, Jana seva, Ishwara seva. So today's thought is, it is our choice. Tamo rasa, rajo rasa, sattva rasa. We are already into tamo rajo till it becomes a habit. The sattvic rasa aswadana, we have to struggle. The other to keep on pulling. And remember, till we reach Paramatma Tattva, these two tamo rajoguna will keep on chasing us. They won't just like that relent or they give up. नहीं, वो आते रहेंगे बार बार, भगवान ही भेजेंगे to test us. So, and a person understands, oh, these are the tests coming. So he gets a habit of saying no to it. Like in your cell phone or internet में क्या क्या advertisements आते हैं. You have a very clear maturity that what I want, I know. And I know, I go for it when I need it. Therefore, these people who are advertising for their sales, I need not attend. Therefore, वो फोन देख कर ही मैं बंद कर देता हूँ. ये कॉल है जो बिना नंबर का, बिना नाम का आ रहा है और उसे कोई संबंध नहीं है. एंड जो मुझे चाहिए मुझे पता है. सो आई नॉट इवन अटेंड. दे 100 कॉल्स कम एवरी डे, बट आई डोंट अटेंड इट बिकॉज आई नो दे आर नॉट बाई माई चॉइस आर फॉर मी. वो लोग कर रहे हैं. आई एम नॉट ए बेवकूफ टू अटेंड ऑल ऑफ देम. आई नो इट, आई रिजेक्ट इट. है ना, वो जो LIC वाले, पॉलिसी वाले फोन करते हैं, काय का पॉलिसी सन्यासी को. आई डोंट. Isn't it? I know it, so I rejected. Same way, how many hour of the rajo tamo gunatmaka temptations come? है ना, the mind says चलो आधा घंटा सो जाते हैं. That's how the mind says. Rasas, nidra rasas. The one who succumbs, he enjoys half an hour nidra, but half an hour time is gone. Sadhana miss हो गया ना. At that time, the one who says, no, this is my time for japa or my extra japa. So he is shifting his value from the tamasic rasa swadhana to sattvic. This is how the good persons become bad, bad person become good. We have to become good from bad. रसमयम जगत. अब देख लो कौन सा आपको रस चाहिए. ओम 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 सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः. ओम शांति शांति शांति. ओम नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः. ओम येरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्य प्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः. निधये सर्वविद्यानां विषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः. श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्. ॐ विदिताखिलशास्त्रसुधा जलधे महितोपनिषत् कथितार्थनिधे हृदये कलये विमलं चरणं भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणम्. ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि. परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्मविद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदाचार्येभ्यो नमः. संकल्पः तेषां कृपया उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन मोक्षसिद्ध्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य वैदिक हिंदू संस्कृतेः पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति विश्वाध्यात्मिक प्रगति एकता शांति पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थं धर्मसंस्थापकानां निरन्तरदिग्विजयार्थं राममन्दिरवत् समस्तमन्दिराश्रमपुण्यक्षेत्रवाप्ति तेषु निरन्तरशास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातनधर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तरशत्रूणां शाश्वतरूपेण स मूलनिर्मूलनार्थं भारतवर्षे विश्वे वैदिकहैन्दवसंस्कृतेः सुसम्प्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थं विश्वे मोक्षधर्मपुरुषार्थप्रतिष्ठाद्वारा विश्वसंरक्षणार्थम् अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां सर्वेषां निरन्तर भगवद्भक्ति परब्रह्मभक्ति देवता भक्ति गुरुशास्त्र सत्संग साधना सेवा भक्ति माता पितृदेश धर्म सनातन धर्म भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थं श्री कृष्णयजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः आद्य शंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। आदौ पारायणम् just those 5 mantras paranam let us do 6th to 10th of the second chapter. Om atadvitiyodhyayah om savitra nahi ओम अग्निर्यत्राभिमथ्यते वायुर्यत्राधिरुध्यते सोमो यत्रातिरिच्यते तत्र संजायते मनः सवित्रा प्रसवेन जुषेत ब्रह्मपूर्व्यं तत्र योनिं कृणवसे नहि ते पूर्तमक्षिपतो त्रिरुन्नतं स्थाप्य समं शरीरं हृदीन्द्रियाणि मनसा सन्निवेश्य ब्रह्मोडुपेन प्रतरेत विद्वान् श्रोतांसि सर्वाणि भयावहानि प्राणान् प्रपीड्येह संयुक्तचेष्टः क्षीणे प्राणेनासगयोच्छ्वसित दुष्टाश्वयुक्तमिव वाहमेनं विद्वान् मनो धारयेताप्रमत्तः समेषु चौ शर्करावह्निवालुकौ विवर्जिते शब्दजलाश्रयादिभिः मनोनुकूलेन तु चक्षुपीडने गुहानिवाताश्रयणे प्रयोजयेत्। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम नित्यानंदं निराधारं निखिलाधारम् अव्ययं निगमाद्यगतं नित्यं नीलकण्ठं नमाम्यहम्। ओम अथ प्रथमोऽध्यायः सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। अथ प्रथमोऽध्यायः. So, ninth mantra we have tried our best to study. ज्ञाग्नौ द्वावजावीशनेशौ अजाहेका भोक्तृभोग्यार्थयुक्ता अनन्तश्चात्मा विश्वरूपो हि कर्ता कर्ता त्रयं यदा विन्दते ब्रह्ममेतत्. So the essence of that shloka was Jna, Agnya, Aja, Jiva, Ishvara and Maya. Or for the Jiva, the Bhoktrutva, Bhokta in him, Bhogya, connection called as Bhoga. This is how all of us are living life. And all these are Maya Kruta, Maya Kalpita, on the Adhisthana. When we realize all these three as an Adhisthana and that Adhisthana as ourselves, mhm, then all these are Kalpita, then we are no more in this bondage. This is the whole purpose of this topic that's being studied. That has to be internalized. That Siddhanta Jnana should be internalized. Then commit for that sadhana and we have to reach to that Anubhuti. Remember, all our Shastras talk about Anubhuti as moksha. Without Anubhuti, moksha will not come. Without due sadhana, Anubhuti will not come. Only intellectual apprehension won't help at all. We said this earlier also at least 10, 12 times in last 4, 5 years. In Adhyatmikata, everything is Bauddhika, everything is Anubhavika. Bauddhika should lead us to do the sadhana and sadhana should give us the Anubhava. Viveka also is Anubhava. Vairagya is an Anubhava. Guru Bhakti is an Anubhava. Shastra Jnanam is an Anubhava. Upasana is not a karma, it is an Anubhava. It is not a Jnana, it is an Anubhava. That I am a Upasaka, by this Narayana is Upasya. I am doing that Upasana, that Anubhuti. Like the mother feeding the child, it is an Anubhava. The teacher teaching the student, it is not an intellectual thing. It is beyond. It is a pratyaksha anubhava. Like we are eating the food. It is an anubhava. Same way, the Vedanta Vishayas, all these things said, have to become anubhava. Ultimately, aham brahmas. Adhisthana brahma ahamasmi. In whom, at the Vesti level, Bhokta, Bhogya, Bhoga are projected. Samishti level, Maya, Ishvara, and the Jagat and Jiva, all four are projected. Or Jiva, Jagat, Ishvara, projected by the Ajadi Maya on that Brahman. That Anubhuti we have to get. And the picture also will be very clearly seen. How? From the Atman, when the Drishti is turned away, the Maya is coming out, and how the Maya is projecting the world. Like from the class, when you go away, the inner Maya slowly comes out and keeps projecting so many things as important, and we go on involving in them throughout the day. All this is in the Kalpana only. Entire Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti are in the Kalpana only. In the true reality, none of them are there nor required. But you can't talk it publicly. People don't accept. Like you can't talk publicly ki make India a Hindu country, Sanatana Dharma country, change the whole constitution. It's absolutely anti-Hindu, anti-Sanatana Dharma. You can't talk it public, though it's a fact because people don't understand. In the same way, if you tell them all this is that way, it is for us to realize. The Mahatma Jnani in that Sadatma Anubhuti. And he plays in this Leela without giving any value to it. Now, with this, we have done the ninth mantra. Let us go to Dasama mantra. Dasama mantra in the Prathamojjhaya. It has got 16 mantras. Second chapter has 17 mantras. Like that, 6 chapters we have. First one we are seeing. 10th mantra. In this 10th mantra, what is the topic that's covered? In the Sambandha Bhashya Avatarika. Bhagavan Shankar Bhagavan himself will tell. Let us study it, then chant the mantra, see the meaning of it, then study it with the Bhashyam, and then feel, oh, this is what is the knowledge, this is what I have to reach, this is what I have to do. ऐसा थोड़ा internalize करने का भी कोशिश. Right? Now, जीव ईश्वरयोः विभागं दर्शयित्वा. In the earlier mantra, having shown the difference between Jiva and Ishvara. How many differences were told? At least 12, 13 were told. And both of them are because of the difference of the upadhis. Sarvagnya, Alpagnya, Sarvashaktiman, Alpashaktiman, Sarvavyapi, Alpavyapi, Sarvakarta, Alpakarta, Sarva Adhara. But came only the Deha, the Adhara. We have seen the list of 12, 13 things. The Jiva Ishvara Bheda. So, Jiva Ishwarayoho Vibhagam Darshayitva. Now listen carefully. Tat Vijnanat Amrutatvam Darshitam. Very careful in this sentence. Be carefully, attentively listen. Tad Vijnanat Amrutam Darshitam. Yet Tad Vijnana matlab not Jiva Ishvara Vijnana, but telling us that at the Vesti level it is Jiva, telling that at the Samishti level it is Ishvara, telling that both Vesti and Samishti, Jiva, Ishvara are because of the Vesti and Samishti Upadhi, and Upadhi is Maya, Kalpita, and beyond the Upadhi is the Tad Brahma. That is the meaning of Tad Vijnanat. The Adhisthana of these two. Otherwise, Samishti Upadhi से ईश्वर है, Vesti Upadhi से जीव है. ऐसा जानने मात्र से we won't get Amrutatva. Therefore, the Tat Pada is very important here. Tat Vijnanat. Tat means Tat Brahma, which is Adhisthana to both Ishvara and Jiva. Tad Vijnanat Amrutatvam Darshitam. The immortality is being indicated in the Vijnana. Here, Vijnana means Anubhava. That Brahman is me. With that, Amrutam Darshitam. Tad Vijnanat Amrutatvam Darshitam. तो जीव ईश्वर का बताकर इदानीम. Now what are you teaching, Shruti Mata? In the next 10th mantra, idanim, right now, pradhana ishwarayoho vailakshanam darshayitva. Distinctly telling us about the pradhana and ishwara. The pradhana is sankhya pada, which in our Vedanta we call it as avyakta or avyakruta or prakriti or maya. Okay. So उस प्रकृति और माया और प्रधान and ईश्वर यो हो वैलक्षण्यम दर्शयित्वा, उनका विलक्षणता दिखाते हुए, that it is owned, it is owner, it is ruled, it is a ruler, it is used, is a user. Darshayitva, again here also, tad vijnanat, same word used, amrutatvam darshayati. Again, tat vijnana means the adhisthana of both the pradhana as well as the ishvara. For both of them, the adhisthana is tat brahma only. Tad vijnanat, again, amrutatvam darshayati. Only in the vijnana means what? Vijnana means here the pratyaksha anubhuti, paroksha, aparoksha anubhuti, that I am that. Not the intellectual knowledge. Intellectual knowledge only gives an arrogance. वो एक खुजली हो जाती है बस, बाकी सबको बताएंगे वो लोग हमको ताली बजाएंगे करके. It will never give moksha. Making it as our own experience gives moksha. That's called vijnana. So again, tad vijnanat amrutatvam darshi. So this topic came in our earlier Upanishad also. The reverse of it is what? Only intellectually I have understood and never valued the anubhuti of Parabrahma. And the one who is valuing still the anubhuti of the Jagat themselves, like we saw in our common sense thought today. The Vishaya Rasa Swadhana, Nidra Rasa Swadhana only we are lost in. In that way of life, one side we are not evolving, that is Pakka Bata Diya Gaya. Second, we are insulting the Shastras which we have studied. We are insulting the gurus who taught us. Like when the parents tell the good values to children, when they don't listen or practice, is it not insult to the parents? So we are insulting Shastra and Shastra Jnana. If tat का अनुभव and अमृतत्व का प्रयत्न हम नहीं कर रहे तो, as we are struggling now to understand intellectually, it is again our struggle to experience it, अपरोक्ष अनुभव. तो उसका वांछा में बढ़ना है, शुभेच्छा बढ़ना है, कोशिश प्रयत्न भी बढ़ना है. And it should consume our whole day, consume whole life. क्या कर रहे हो आप? कोई पूछते हैं तो only one answer, that तद विज्ञानार्थम हम प्रयत्न करोगे, है ना. तद विज्ञानार्थम स गुरुमेवाभिगच्छेत् समित पाणि ही श्रोत्रियम ब्रह्मनिष्ठम. वही यहाँ कह रहे तद विज्ञानात् अमृतत्वम दर्शयेत्. So what at the broad level we have to understand? The whole tamasha of samsara which is going on happening. Little better than others we have understood. What is it? On the substratum Paramatma with his Maya Shakti, as Vyashti and Samashti in millions of rupas, the entire world is only projected, it is unreal. Getting lost in it is samsara bondage. This clarity we have better than others. Now the second better thought we have to have is this one. Our goal should be to have the anubhuti of the tad vastu, which is the substratum. That should go on, linger in our heart. अभी मुझे अधिष्ठान का अनुभव करना है, सद्वस्तु का अनुभव करना है, ब्रह्म का अनुभव करना है, आत्मा का अनुभव करना है, परमात्मा का अनुभव करना है. उस in that way we have to entertain, we have to become more familiar with that one. ये नहीं करेंगे कोशिश ना, then with all shastra jnana intact, desire is not there, so no sadhana is done. We continue being a samsari. We will be like the great professors on Vedanta in all colleges, philosophical colleges, philosophy departments. 30, 40 years they teach Brahma Vidya only to the students, because Indian philosophy जब आता है तो वेदांत का वो लोग सिखाते हैं. वेदांत अद्वैतवाद सिखाना पड़ेगा उनको, द्वैत विशिष्टाद्वैत. It's a part of their study and teachings. The Eastern philosophy, the Western philosophy, the Plato philosophy, the Socrates philosophy, पता नहीं क्या क्या फैलाते. the Buddhistic philosophy, Hinduism philosophy, Bharatiya Saina, Sanatana Dharma Darshana, and such quotations, such what do you call भाष्या इतना उनका ये क्या knowledge होता है रे बाबा. We just feel like at their feet only. Intellectual knowledge देखा जाए तो. Well, that's what they are doing from 30-40. But what about Anubhuti? They never wanted it. They never tried. They did all this lecture for the monthly salary. Just like we sannyasi sadhus, some of us do. All upadesha, jnana only for Guru Dakshina. A little sacred word is given. Other than that, there's no difference at all. Then the मुक्तानुभूति नहीं मिला तो जन्म व्यर्थ ही हो गया. इसलिए तद विज्ञान हेतु वी हैव टू प्रयत्न करना पड़ेगा. So therefore, in this mantra, Pradhana Purusha are told. Purusha means Ishvara. Remember, never have the doubt. Pradhana or Prakriti is Samashti Maya. Through that, Parabrahma functioning is Ishvara. That Maya only again through its grossification comes up to this set of Panchakoshas. Through that same Parabrahma is called Jiva. Never Samashti Maya se Parabrahma is Ishvara, Veshti Maya se, Veshti Avidya se, the same Parabrahma is even the Jiva. No difference. No doubt should be there regarding it. So, idanim pradhana ishwarayoho vailakshanyam darshayitva tat vijnanat amrutatvam darshayit. Only in the realization of the Tat Brahma there is immortality. If not, by identifying with Upanis as they die, we also experience the death and its fear and misery. ये है इस श्लोक में. Now let us chant it 3 times. ओम क्षरम प्रधानम अमृताक्षरम हरः क्षरम प्रधानम अमृताक्षरम हरः क्षरात्मानावीशते देव एकः क्षरात्मानावीशते देव एकः तस्याभिध्यानात् योजनात् तत्त्वभावात् तस्याभिध्यानात् योजनात् तत्वभावात् भूयश्चान्ते विश्वमाया निवृत्तिः भूयश्चान्ते विश्वमाया निवृत्तिः. Again, क्षरं प्रधानम् अमृताक्षरं हरः क्षरात्मानावीशते देव एकः तस्याभिध्यानात् योजनात् तत्त्वभावात् भूयश्चान्ते विश्वमाया निवृत्तिः. What a beautiful श्लोक. वेरी रेयर. पूरे साधनाएं स्पष्ट रूप से बताए गए इसमें. Today we will see the literal meaning. Tomorrow we enjoy studying it with the Bhashyam. So literal meaning is what? Ksharam Pradhanam. The Pradhana, the Maya, the Prakriti. Being Jada, it is Kshara. It is perishable. Ksharam Pradhanam. Then Amrita Akshara. The non-dying is Akshara Tattva. That is, let us say, the Jiva or Ishvara, both. समष्टि में ईश्वर है, व्यष्टि में जीव. अमृतम एक अक्षर, अक्षरम इज अमृतम, अमृतम इज अक्षरम. Jiva and Ishvara. Now, Haraha, there is one body who is called Haraha. Ksharatmano Ishate, Ekaha Devaha. That Haraha, named one God, is Ishate, is ruling, controlling both Kshara and Atma. And if that Kshara is Samashti, the Atma is Ishvara. If that Kshara is the Vyashti, the Atma is Jiva. दोनों को ईश्वरा is Upadhi Maya, Jiva is Upadhi Avidya. Both of them are Ishate, are ruled, controlled, governed by that one Ekaha Devaha Haraha. Now, remember, what is the way of his ruling, controlling, governing? Only by being merely present there. Like how the electricity rules, controls, governs. all electric gadgets components. है ना, उसको कुछ हड़बड़ करने की जरूरत नहीं है. ही इज प्रेजेंट देयर. ये बात थोड़ा ज्यादा जोर से पकड़ना, बहुत सारे डाउट्स उससे निकल जाते. Whenever you use the word the Ishanatvam, we always feel that the father is doing the Ishanatva of the children by shouting at them, है ना, or the teacher is doing Ishanatva of the students again by shouting at them, or the boss is doing the Ishanatva of the subordinates by shouting at them. That type of feeling comes from us because that's what we see in the world. Actually, even in the world, these three are bad ways of doing Ishanatva. The boss should be so strict, stern and mature that the remembrance of that boss only should make the subordinates disciplined. So too at home, the maturity of the matured father, that the thought of father himself should make the children disciplined, not the way that he is going on shouting and the children saying ऐसे बोलता है, इनको कोई value नहीं देते. So too the guru should be so much commanding that in his presence or thought only, the disciple should be disciplined. Therefore, Ishana need not be shouting. Actually, mere presence, like Lord Surya, doing the Ishana of all the world's activities. Does it mean that वो हमारे पीछे पड़ के चिल्लाते हुए, हमारे को डांटते हुए हमसे काम कराते हैं क्या? No, it is his mere presence. That is enough. So, Kshara Atmano Ekaha Devaha Haraha Ishate. That Haraha, the Brahman, the reality. When he is realized, for the Jiva, all samsara is gone away. That is why he is called as Haraha. ईश्वरा इज नॉट इन संसार, उनको साधना की जरूरत नहीं, बट ईश्वर इज टू हेल्प. ओके, दैट ईश्वर ईश्वरीय शक्ति, और कभी हम एग्जॉस्टिवली बात करेंगे. सो अक्षरम प्रधानम अमृताक्षरम हरः क्षरात्मानौ ईशते देवः एकः. Two lines meaning we have seen. The third one is the fantastic, beautiful. तस्य अभिध्यानात् योजनात् तत्वभावात्. Tasya means that haraha, that ekah deva, of him abhidhyanat. When we do the dhyana continuously, yojanat, that way tune to him, yoke to him, and get connected to him through dhyana. Third level is tattva bhavat. When we realize that tattva, that haraha, that ekah deha is ourselves, ekadeva, then while this practice is being done, bhuyacha ante, when the obstructions for Paramatma Anubhuti called as the vasanas, उनका जब अंत हो जाता है, because in this practice they all get burnt, they all get removed. When that happens, then Vishwa Maya Nivrutti. When that anta of the vasanas happen, Vishwa Maya Nivrutti. What is Vishwa Maya Nivrutti? Vishwa Eva Maya. It's a Nivrutta. Then that which is seen as the Vishwa, the Vishnu, Vishwam Vishnu Vashatkaro, that Vashatkaro चला जाता है, so विश्व का विश्व रूपी माया चला जाता है, then the Vishnu रूपी Parabrahma हमको अनुभव में आते हैं. Every line is very powerful here, like the earlier also. ज्ञाग्नौ दो अजौ ईशौ, है ना, अनीशौ, अजाहि एका भोक्तृभोग्यार्थ युक्ता, अनंतश्चात्मा विश्वरूपो ही अकर्ता त्रयम यदा विद्यते ब्रह्ममेतत्. Even before that, every shloka in this Upanishad is so complete, so pregnant, so important for our deep understanding. And in the effort of trying to understand, we get matured, we get intellectual, we become subtler. Then the deeper understandings come to us. This is the way. Like in any field of the life. How do you master cycling? By going on doing cycling. How do you master swimming? Only by daily swimming, na? How do you master cooking? अब daily करते जाओ तो you will become master of it. how to master good singing. Daily गाते जाओ, गाते रहो, गाता रहे मेरा दिल. अब वो आएगा वो. How to mature to the understanding of the truth scriptural, continuously Shravana Manana, Shravana Manana, Shravana Manana we are doing. That's how little we are able to grasp. थोड़ा शुरुआत हो रहा है अभी बात समझने का. देन उसको और अच्छा समझने से देन दैट्स ग्लोरी, दैट्स ब्यूटीफुल, glorious, beautiful, that should be sought. That type of conviction start happening. Then the sadhaka in us is born. संसारी slowly कम हो जाएंगे. अभी नहीं हुआ होगा, अभी टाइम लगेगा. एक ही राउंड तो पढ़ रहे हैं ना उपनिषदों का, कम से कम 4-5 राउंड तो पढ़ना पड़ेगा. घबराओ मत, मैं नहीं लूंगा आपको क्लास, मेरा कॉन्ट्रैक्ट ओनली 1 राउंड. After Shwethashwathara, Chandogya, Murudanyaka, I'll talk to you for 2 years. Then after 5 years, once Brahma Sutras will study for a year, 6-7 साल का गारंटी है. उपनिषदों का. If I want, I will do it in Hindi. That is, because आप सब रियलाइज हो जाते हो तब तक, और मेरा होगा नहीं तो आई फील वेरी जेलस ऑफ यू, कॉम्पिटिटिव इनसाइड मी. सो देन आई वांट, मैं फिर से करूँगा इस तरह. सो क्षरम प्रधानम, अमृत अक्षरम, एकः देवः हरः क्षर आत्मानौ ईशते, तस्य अभिध्यानात्, तस्य योजनात्, तस्य तत्त्वभावात्, भूयः च अन्ते विश्वमाया निवृत्ति. In all the notions, in all the powerful vasanas which were enforcing the Parabrahman to be superimposed with never existing Vishwa, they all go. Like we are fixed in this world about things and beings, कि वो बंदा वही है और उस बंदे से हमको वही लेना है. वो बंदा भी वैसा ही करता है, लाइक सब्जी बेचने वाला. We always take him as sabji. If you see him in some cinema theater also, you say that, अच्छा आप सब्जी बेचते हो ना. It is fixed in our mind and in his mind also fixed, which is not necessary. He can stop that, he can start cloth business, he can become a car taxi driver, but then he is fixed in it. And we are also fixed. Ye doodh wala, ye wala. But the doodh wala can stop selling the doodh. He can become belt wala also. These fixations are called vasanas. In the same way, the Parabrahman is fixed in our mind as the Vishwa. And that fixation is vasanas. When they go away, Vishwamaya Nivrutti. Then what is substratum? That is it. Vishwamaya means Vishwa Namad Vishwarupi Maya, or Vishwa means Sarva Maya Nivrutti. And in that intuitive highest level of vision, you are seeing everything with the upadhis. Upadhis present that only. Even after realizing self, eyes will show you the colors and forms only. And eyes cannot see the Brahman. But already we got that intuitive vision through various contemplation meditation. Therefore, what upadhis give knowledge, that also taken for the uh, transactional purpose, vyavahara. But what is realized on the seat of meditation, that Brahman also is experienced everywhere. That's the meaning of Tasmin Drishte Paravare. Para Brahma also are experienced. Avara, the Rupanama also is Para Brahma only that we experienced. That Rupanama level of Brahman without the Parabrahma level is binding. Because they keep on changing, dying. The changes and deaths are the miseries. Correct? Now, what is the meaning of it with Bhashyam? Let us study tomorrow. Om, 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 Purnamadah, Purnamidam, Purnat, Purnamudachyate, पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो परमर्षिभ्यो परब्रह्मणे नमः. श्रुति मात्रे नमः. तत्सत् ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु. Come in 5 minutes for studying Gita. Then today is Valmiki Jayanti. So in the evening, Valmiki Rachita Yoga Vasishta Maharama we are studying. So I can only inform you. Choice is yours. Okay. Hari Om.